Hi guys, Keydra Flowers here. I want to take a moment and thank everybody who came and joined and subscribed to the channel tonight or today. I started this day off with, I believe, like 9 subscribers, maybe, or 11. And at last check, I was like 63 subscribers. And I just want to thank you guys for coming out and subscribing because you didn't have to interrupt your day to do that. And I'm just really humbled. I mean, and I know like there are people with 60,000 subscribers. That's not important to me. It's important that the people that I cared enough to even share it with, or the people that I'm sharing it with, that whatever impact or impression they have of me was enough to say, let me stop and see what she's talking about, and so I appreciate that. And so even though I do a lot of joking and laughing and cursing and all that stuff, that's all just part of my personality. But I hope you feel my heart. I do. I love you guys. I genuinely love people. I just thank you guys for coming. I also want to tell you. So I want to address some quick questions on how it all works with YouTube, because a lot of us old folks aren't used to it, like me myself. So a couple of things: when you come out, you do have to set up your login and password. It's all free or whatever, but then you can subscribe. And also, if you want to know when I upload a video, so you can decide if you want to look at it, I'm going to, again, try to upload something every day. You can just hit, there's a button, a little bell on this, just below the title page, and below the banner, and you hit that bell, and it'll just shoot you a quick email or notification to let you know that I have posted something out here. So that's one of the things that I wanted to address, because that was a question I got. I also got a question about this great bracelet that I have. And I actually had this custom made by a really, really dear friend, Veronica Mack. And you can find her on Facebook, Bracelets by V. And don't copy my bracelet, but she has tons of different bracelets, and come up with your own idea. No, really, you can copy my bracelet. But I was asked if this was an Ethiopian cross. I'm not sure what it is. So if someone out there does know exactly what kind of cross specifically it is, you can just give me some feedback and I'll share that later. I'm not sure. I kind of go with my gut on a lot of stuff. I am not the fashionista at all. Like, anybody who knows me knows that. Like, I'm barely dressed half the time. So if I have on some black stretch, let me tell you my uniform, black stretch pants, whatever those things are called, and a black kind of t-shirtish, cottonish top, like what I have on now. Like, that's my uniform. And if I'm having a business meeting, I'll throw a jacket on over it and I'm good to go. So all this other stuff, I don't know. But whatever it is, I'm more attracted to the energy of things. And I like this when she showed it. I actually saw a picture of something similar, and I like the style of it. And then she went to wherever she goes to get all her little jewelry pieces, and she sent me some pictures, and it was like, no, not that, not that, yeah, that. And it just called to me, and I pretty much had it on ever since. So if you've seen me, you've seen this on, because I love it. Like, it is just so my energy. I also have a necklace that goes with it. And so anyway, that's where that is. Bracelets by V. And then one thing that I wanted to share, so a lot of you came out because you got a text message or a link from me or whatever, about, hey, come out to my channel and click and subscribe. And I love you guys for doing it. But as I was going through that, I ran across a message, and I'm going to see if I can show this on the screen. I'm not sure if I can. I still don't quite know where the cameras on this thing is. Let's see if it's going to show up. Let's see if we can get it to show up. Well, and it's not going to show up right. But anyway, I'll read it. And it says basically, hey, call me on my cell if you have any questions or need my assistance. I will be back in the office on Monday. Home by tonight. Best and hugs, Chip. And so if I had not, so like, my point is, people ask, well, why are you doing that? Are you doing it for money? No, I'm not getting paid to do it. I'm not, none of that. I'm not doing it for money. I'm not, none of that. What I am doing is integrating my life. I am the creative part of me, the fun part of me, the funny part of me, the emotional part of me, and bringing that all in one central place. The brain, the logic, the IRS, the tax, the whatever, I'm bringing it all out into one place. And so you just get all of it and it goes wherever it goes from there. If I can share something about vendors like Bracelets by V or somebody else that, that I use, I'm going to share it. And if someone decides, hey, I want to call her, I want to go find her on Facebook and like her page, make sure you like it and let her know you saw it out here, for no other reason than just to pass it on. Like, this is, that, I guess that's my passion. If there's anything, like, I just want to share. I want to share. And there's this, so the thing about Chip, Chip was my mentor, and I met him in 1996. So 1996, yeah, that was when I first started. So that's 23 years ago. Chip was my mentor. He was a tax attorney here in Dallas, and he died in so this text message was the text message he sent me in May of 2017. And I guess I get choked up because it's Home by Tonight, Best in Hugs. And I just remember he was struggling with brain cancer, and we had so many conversations during that time, and we had conversations for 20 years before then. But during that time, and I just remember him telling me, remember every conversation. I was on the phone with him, and it's a funny story. I'm not going to go into the detail of it, but, because of the result of the brain cancer, he would, like repeat himself or forget certain things. And so we would have the conversation, and the entire drive, like I was going from my house to like the cigar lounge, and I'm on the phone, and he's like, hey, where are you going? I'm like, the cigar lounge. And he's like, well, so what's at the cigar lounge? I'm like, I'm going to meet my sister, and we're going to have a cigar. And he goes, oh, wow. And I can't really smoke. So the doctors had, prescribed him marijuana or whatever. I don't know whatever it's called, the chemical that you take to make it better. And so he was like, and I can't smoke that. Like, I just can't do it. How do you do it? So we're talking about that. We're having fun. And then he goes, where are you going? I'm like, to the cigar lounge. Well, what's at the cigar lounge? My sister. Well, what are you meeting your sister for? Well, and then I go through that, and then we go into a whole nother conversation. Then he goes, where are you going? I'm like, the cigar lounge. And then we go through that over and over and over. And then he goes, well, okay. And so when I finally said, okay, Chip, I'm here. Like, I've been in the parking lot, like repeating this conversation with you, like over and over. I got to get off the phone. And he goes, okay, do me a favor. And I said, what? And he said, when you go in the cigar lounge and you talk to your sister, listen to every word, laugh at every joke. Pay attention to everything that's happening, because you just never know when it's going to end. And that was like how so many of our calls ended, because I remember even when I was, so that's like in May. So in August of 2017, I was moving my office. I was shutting down my office. That's a whole nother video, so that'll be another day. And he called as that was happening, and we had a similar conversation. And I just, and every time, he said to me, he goes, I know what's going on with me, but take every moment and reinvent yourself as often as you want to, and live and enjoy every moment. So, I haven't done it. I haven't. He passed away, and I know he's in a better place and he's doing better. But then once he was gone, I just went on back. I'm doing IRS settlements, and I'm negotiating work, and, I'm doing all of this stuff, and I forgot, like, you just move on and you forget. I don't forget him. I talk to his wife, and so I don't forget him. I think about him. There were shared clients. There were all kinds of things. I think about him, but you just keep moving. You don't stop, and you don't pause. You don't breathe. And so in the process of doing this, to me, that was just running across that text and just, home by the night, best in hugs, Chip. Call me on my cell. That I can't call him on his cell, but that told me he sees this, and he's saying, you're doing it. You're looking at it. You're enjoying every moment. You're pausing to breathe. It's not all about money. So if you're asking, it's not about money. It's about connecting with people. It's about loving people. It's about appreciating every day that we have. There's a show on, and I don't recommend you going to watch this unless you're ready to cry some, but there's a show on Netflix called Time of Death. And it's a mini series. It's probably, I think it's 6 or 7. I think it's 6 sessions, and it's about people who have been given 30 days or however many weeks to live, and they walk you. I mean, you're literally living that. They're filming these people in every aspect of their life, and there's not one person on there that says, oh my God, I wish I had worked 10 more cases last week. There's no one on there saying, oh my God, I wish I had got those extra 20 overtime hours. There's no one on there doing that. So we've got to stop and realize what's most important. And that starts with me. And if by somebody looking out and seeing that with me, it helps them to stop for a moment and realize that, the kids that are over there that are asking for mommy's attention just need just a hug, just a little bit of time. Or if they realize, what, I need to take this one day off work. I just need some me time. Or if whatever that does for somebody else, then it's worth it. So it's not about money. It's not. It's about connecting. It's about love. And I believe if I can show love through a video screen, and hopefully I can get some of that love back. And I want to hear feedback. I want to hear stories. I want to hear thoughts. You can email me at media@kedraflowers.com. You can comment below on the videos. It sends me an email through that way. I will respond. The Ethiopian cross Malek, I got that question and I responded. This what I thought I was going to talk about actually when I logged into this was about fear versus faith. And when I did this, when I decided I was going to start the channel and I was going to be authentically me out here, and I was going to talk about whatever, I was going to let it go wherever it goes. I was fearful. And so if the video seemed like, oh my God, look at her ego, look at this, look at that, maybe that's how my fear shows up. I don't know. That's not how I'm trying to come across, but that is me. So if that's how it comes across, I mean, it's me. It's not my intent. My intent is to show love, but it is to show it how I show it. I can't show it like anybody else shows it. So that's going to be with some jokes, and it might even be with a few curse words from time to time, but it's all in love. And I love you guys. Remember to subscribe. If I'd love to get to 1,000 viewers. I'm amazed that we literally went from 4 to 63 in less than a week. So I'm amazed if we can keep growing like that. Please share. I will continue to post things. If there's something, if you want me to shut up about this woo-woo stuff and talk about some tax stuff, send me a tax question. Email me or post it on a comment to a video, and I promise you I will stop and do that video and address the question that you have. I love you guys. I will reach out to you guys tomorrow. Love you, smooches. Remember to hit the subscribe button. And I got to figure out exactly where that bell is, but it's going to be somewhere down there as well. Hit the bell so it can let you know when I do post any new videos out here. Love you, smooches. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening, and I'll talk to you in the morning. Have a blessed evening. Bye-bye.